What's happening, tabletop gamers? My name is LeunameGames and welcome back to LeunameGames Unboxes. Today, we're going to be taking a look at The Menace Among Us by Jeff Gum and published by Smirk and Dagger Games. Let's have a look at the back here and see if we can get an idea what this is about. The Menace Among Us is a thrilling semi-cooperative game of intrigue and survival in deep space. Adrift and powerless, your crippled vessel is bleeding oxygen. As you effect repairs, every breath you take brings you one step closer to death. You must work together to restore power before the air runs out. But hidden among you, masquerading as loyal friends and crew members, are imposters who have infiltrated security and continue to sabotage the ship. Their only goal is to avoid detection and kill the crew, by force or asphyxiation. Can you identify them in time and eliminate the threat? Or will you succumb to the Menace Among Us? This literally sounds like they're trying to do Among Us the board game. And I have played Among Us, not a big fan of it, but hey, maybe this can change my mind. Who knows? So with all that said, let's have a look and see what does the Menace Among Us have to offer us. Let's start this off as usual by looking at the board itself. Very nicely laid out, easy to see tracks, at least in my point of view. Very distinct places to put all the cards in. And it even comes with a little round summary, which is very nice, so you won't have to look at the rule book every single time. And it also comes with some very, very nice little tokens here to keep track of the individual tracks. Also, very easy to read text for the most part. This white on this dark gray area, you'll be able to see that easily. There is a little bit of gray on gray up here that you might have some trouble with, but overall, very nice production. We've got a nice thick token here that says Mission Leader, which I'm assuming is to be the first player's token. Very thick cardboard. You are not bending that thing. Then we got the weirdest component we've gotten here, and that is the cardboard pistol, which the game likes to call the voting pistol. Not sure why you would need this to vote, but it looks really cool, nice and thick, so you're not going to be bending that, which is nice. And it comes with a little stand here, so that way it can stand up in the area for some reason. Not sure why that is. Next we've got a whole stack of characters that you can play with. Each character has an above deck set of actions, and I'm assuming this is below deck actions. I'm assuming these are like the cards that you'll start with, because there's a whole bunch of cards that have the below deck actions on the front. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to be for. And the text, very easy to read, which is very nice. You shouldn't have any issues there. And a nice little picture of each little character, which is cute, along with the name and what they do. We've got a small deck of agenda cards. These will determine what side you're on. You will either be a crew member, a menace, or a neutral, which is interesting. So there's 3 different sides here, I guess. And they will all show you what you need to do to win, and a special ability that you have, and a penalty that will happen if you are exiled or if you are killed. You've got this deck here, which are actually a bunch of wounds, which when you get them, it'll have an effect that happens to you, obviously negatively. Radiation burn, severed, mental breakdown, flesh wound, just a whole lot of very nice stuff. Crushed windpipe. Ouch! So obviously you don't want to do that. Also, very easy to read text, which is very nice. Even in the small text here, which is really nice. You can see them all fairly well. You shouldn't have any issues with that. And then for the final bit, I'm actually going to need to slide this out of the way, because the final part of this game is just deck after deck of cards that are labeled as below action cards, and this is where the main focus of the game is going to lie. Depending on what role you get, you're going to use these cards to either help repair the ship, destroy the ship, or just try to keep yourself alive. In terms of design, very well done cards. The symbology on the cards is very easy to see. The cards are also very easy to tell apart. The symbology, I think, is easy to understand. This means increasing oxygen. This means increasing power, lowering oxygen, lowering power. And the text on the cards is also really easy to see, at least for me, so you shouldn't have any issues with that. I also really like the white borders around them. That means they're not going to show their wear as much. So that is everything you will get if you obtain the Menace Among Us. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to learn how to play the Menace Among Us, or if you want to know my thoughts on it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more tutorials, reviews, and unboxings. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.